On this episode of Weekly Obsession, we're having fun. We love cardio. Get lower and good. Come on, let's go.
I've definitely adjusted to the time nutrition in the last 4 weeks.
It's already a habit for me to use the containers.
It is definitely challenging me in a different way. Quitting is not an option. I think finishing phase 1 is huge because it sets you up for the rest of the program.
After completing phase 1, I definitely feel like I've developed a fitness habit.
We have never, ever had a trainer who went 4 weeks straight.
Let's go, everybody in.
I'm so excited for when we're done with this to book a trip to see my friends in Nashville.
When you're working on something and you look in the mirror every day, because you're seeing the gradual changes, you don't really notice the big difference from the beginning to the end. So I think it'll be fun to see my friends' reaction. Hopefully, they'll have a reaction.
I can tell a difference in certain clothing, like when I put outfits on that I wore like a month ago,
Me
and
too.
it looks different. Some of my clothes are a little bit too big now. Some things that were a little tight before are just fitting a little better.
I have this mental battle when I'm in the middle of working out that says, physically, you can't do this, so just run away as fast as you can. And I'm like, now when that comes, I'm like, yes, I can do it. I've been doing this for weeks.
I think finishing phase 1 is huge because it sets you up for the rest of the program. So once you complete that, you're like, oh, I completed that phase. I can complete the other 2. 5 to go. Don't get sloppy on it. As the shoulder gets tired, we go 1. If you need to modify, you can stick with Carrie. She's taken out the rotation for you.
I modify the Renegade rows, and they're still hard for me, so I don't know how they do it.
You are only as capable as your mindset. So you have to believe 110% that you can do this.
I feel like the band is what makes the Renegade rows so challenging. It's like you really feel it in the back of your shoulder, but through your whole arm and rotating through your abs.
Those are done. We have tricep push-ups.
I still would do 5 more here.
I say you shut up.
Oh, when we were doing push-ups, I told her, let's just do 5 more. And then I slowly realized I should have never said that.
You have 5 more.
When Autumn was pushing me down, I felt like I was dying.
Oh, come on. And Mr. Bonus round. That's 1. Nice job.
So I'm never opening up my mouth again. Just do the workout, let it be done with, and that's it.
Your arms are literally so swole.
I was sort of surprised at how much I was able to bump up my weights from week 1, and I doubted that I could do it, but proved myself wrong, so that was good.
I've definitely adjusted to the time nutrition in the last 4 weeks.
Before I started this, I always worked out on an empty stomach because I would get like cramps, but because I'm eating the things that I'm eating, I haven't been cramping at all.
Preparation is key, but then once you prepare, you have to make sure that you're eating at the right times, and that's not always easy because I have small children, and I really have to pay attention to making sure that I have either food with me or I eat before I leave.
You guys, I eat literally at 6:30 and we work out at 9:30, and I never feel hungry.
I don't do very well working out on a full stomach, so I have my pre-workout meal a little bit earlier. And that's just because if I don't, I feel like I have a harder time digesting, and I sort of feel a little pukey during the workout.
Just the fact that I'm even eating anything is like way better than what I was doing.
That's how we shred our body. Change the shape. Can you get a little lower? So if you want to see if that muscle's really engaging, you can take your right hand back there, feel it contract. I got a handful. I want a little bit more than that.
Today was a big day for me because there was a lot of new things that I did in today's workout.
Carrie mentioned she was going to try this without the chair today. She's the modifier, but she's making progress, so she's going for it. She's getting stronger. If you need to modify, by all means, pull your chair out.
One of which being I didn't use a chair.
And press.
I thought I would fall over, I thought I'd be more wobbly, I thought I would need to toe tap, but I didn't. I actually was able to hold my balance and tighten my core, which just shows me how much progress that I've made.
Gotta challenge yourself.
Today was the first time I double banded in this program because I just kind of felt like if I don't go big now, then I might as well just go home. And I think I've really made some big strides over the last 4 weeks.
Now, I'm actually gonna show you guys something. This is not for you, this is for me. Because I was using a heavier band and I can't balance with that blue band because I can barely get my full range of motion. But again, I have to kind of challenge myself or I'm not gonna make progress. My butt and hamstrings are really strong, but my balance is not that great with the blue band. But I wanna work my butt a little bit more, so I'm gonna give myself some balance so that I can use a heavier loop.
Seeing her grab the chair just showed me that just because I was using a chair, I wasn't doing less of a workout.
I'm not like hanging on the chair. I just have my hands resting on there for a little bit of balance. It is definitely challenging me in a different way. It's just another way of showing that there's always a progression and always a way to challenge yourself. I definitely didn't make that easier on myself, by the way. That was really hard. Go! Hit that plank, 10 seconds. We're having fun. We love cardio.
Yeah, we do.
You have to make it fun. If you're not finding the fun in it, you're not gonna wanna do it. Look, if you happen to be working out with your friends, cheer them on. Turn to each other. Don't let them fail. Go get him, Jazz. Make them work. Come on, Kaylee. Go, Richardson, go.
Yes, good to see that.
It's not about being goofy or silly per se, although you can. It's just not everybody at home has that opportunity. It's just about doing anything you can to sort of not get stuck in the, oh my God, it burns, oh my God, it hurts, and taking it somewhere else. Whether you're listening to music and you crank the music, or you're working out with a friend and you can sort of cheer them on, it's just about getting your head out of the hard. Come on, guys. Let's go, let's go. Everybody in. Come on, let's have fun. Everybody in. Now, everybody back up. Now, everybody in. Everybody back up. Come on.
When we did mountain climbers as a group, I didn't expect it to happen, but it did add a good fun edge to the workout. I mean, it's something totally different than anything we've ever done.
4, 3, 2, X jump.
It was just distracting, like, what's going on, what's happening? And so you sort of stop counting down in your head, thinking how much longer you have to go until you can be done. So it was helpful just switching it up. This is the first week.
It felt easier.
Not easy at all, but like
Manageable.
I'm in this. Almost, you know when something is really hard, you workout people will get this. You know when something is really hard, but you enjoy it because it feels hard?
Yeah, that's how
I haven't hit that yet until today.
Oh.
Usually everyone's like, that feels so hard, it's so good. And I'm
the
like,
runner's high.
no, it's not. But today was the first time I was like, yeah, like it was
Yeah,
killing
your
me,
mountain
but I
climbers
liked
were
it.
hard till the very end. You're going
Yeah.
pretty fast.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Really fast.
I was
like your
trying.
hair was flopping and everything.
Here's the thing. The first week, I only lost a little bit, and I only weigh myself on Saturdays. Then the second week, I lost like 5 pounds. I weighed in at 149, and when I started, I was 156. But then, after the next week, I gained a pound. But we were literally
I don't know where that pound's coming from.
I know. I get excited when I see the number on the scale change because my whole life, that's sort of what the goal is. But I also know logically that not only am I losing body fat, but I'm gaining muscle, so it's not all about the number on the scale. Like, here's the thing, I'm not obsessed with the scale, but if we're just talking about losing body
also lose
fat and
fat.
putting that on a scale, then 15 pounds. And,
body
and
fat.
also, I feel like I could be muscular and still weigh less than what I weigh.
You can.
The specific goal doesn't have to be the number of pounds, but I think you should always have a specific goal whenever you're doing something like a fitness program, because if you don't know what you're working towards, then you're much more likely to quit. If you have no goal of, I want to be stronger, I'm doing this to be healthier, I want to improve my fitness level, I want to improve my eating habits. If you don't have any goal, then what's going to keep you going when it gets hard? Up 1, down 2, 3. Last one. Curl, control. Now, if your hands are getting tired, you can come down to the forearms and do this. Everybody get ready. If you start to get tired when you're on your hands and your knees and your shoulders start to give out, like the first thing we do is cave in our lower back. So if you drop to your forearms, you're going to have just an easier time engaging your abs, and it puts you in an inverted position so your back kind of automatically goes flat, and it allows you to drive up on that angle a little bit more. It's gonna help maintain form in your back and take a little pressure off your shoulders. Kaylee's super serious. And we're breathing.
It's super heavy. In phase 1, I still had a lot of self-doubt.
Kaylee's really upped her weight.
I underestimated myself and like the amount of weight that I could lift.
My big sister is not normally the one to lift really heavy weights. She's always like, I'm gonna stick with the lighter ones. I said, no, you're not. You're gonna push.
So I feel like going into phase 2, I really want to push myself to take the confidence that I've gained now in week 4 and start heavier and just push a little bit harder and believe, you know, I can do hard things.
But now she's giving me a run for my money and I'm sort of regretting it. I know there's guys watching, so I apologize. I'm gonna just give TMI for a split second. Ladies, this is an 80-day program. That means there's gonna be certain times of the month where things are harder for you. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. Just embrace it when it happens. You might be more weepy, you might be more angry, you might be more tired, you might be more sore, you might be more hungry, your cravings are gonna get more intense. You gotta fight through those moments and just know that they're going to pass. It's just a part of life that we get. Yay!
I feel way more confident now than workouts. Both, like just in life and in the workouts.
I feel like my identity of myself is changing. I feel like you all had fitness as more of a part of your active lifestyle, and I didn't so much.
I'm having a lot of fun. Like 80 days seemed like a really long time, but it feels like it's flying by.
I'm starting to like working out, and that's never happened to me before.
It's already a habit for me to use the containers or like pair things with certain things, and like me too. Like I think I want to just stick with that.
I've learned to be consistent about not only the workouts but the eating, and so it's a great habit to take with me even after the 80 days. I definitely want to just continue doing it just to stay on track because I don't want to go backwards.
I've gotten so much stronger. And it's not just like stronger for the workouts, but I feel like functionally in my day-to-day life, I feel like little aches and pains that I used to have are actually gone now.
There's all these little things that you can focus on instead of just, oh my God, I have X amount of days left. Because really, you have way more than 80 days left. You have your whole life left. Welcome to leg day. Last one of phase 1. Whoop, whoop. Making sure your front knee is behind your toe. Weight is coming to the inside of my arch. You see Katrina, to my left, only has one weight, but it's heavier. What do you have there?
30.
Nice. So it just gives her a different grip so her forearms don't burn out. Heart rate should be up. In this 2x15 pattern, you guys, there's not a whole lot of time for the heart rate to come back down.
I think I prefer the 3x10 workouts because even though it's heavier weight, it's lower reps. So like mentally, I can kind of push myself and talk myself through it. When it's 2x15, I get to number 10 and I'm like, oh my God, I still have to do 5 more of these.
What you might see when you first start to lift heavy is a little swelling in your muscles. And everybody always messages me and they go, I'm getting bulky. And I'm like, no, you're not. It's blood volume. It's just part of the process and part of the recovery process. It will go away. Give it time. Drop in, stay there. You're in it for a minute.
Oh no! I was like, how long? She didn't say how long the hold is.
I was surprised Autumn made us do a bonus round because I thought she'd been joking.
Come on, hold it. Stay there. Make it work for you.
I love the squat holds at the end of leg day today. That was the best part of the day for me. Anything I can make my legs bigger, I'm all down for it.
Get lower! Abs in, come on! Stay there.
Oh my God.
Fight for it, shut up. You're in it, you got it, don't complain.
Oh, those squat holds were so painful. I literally tried to quit like 3 times.
Make it work. Lower. Everybody shut up and take a deep breath. Slow it down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, holy cow, rest. That's how you finish leg day.
Now that we're wrapping up phase 1, about to go into the next phase of this program, I think I may have underestimated how much I would have to push myself in these workouts because I usually am on a field and I'm running long distances, I'm sprinting and I'm lifting really heavy weights. And so I'm like, okay, well, how bad can it be in a room with sliders and dumbbells? But it can be really hard, I'll tell you that.
Quitting is not an option.
I think after completing phase 1, I definitely feel like I've developed a fitness habit. When we get a day off, it's actually sort of a challenge to make myself take the rest day.
Richardson, you all right?
Sweating.
After completing phase 1, I've developed good habits that I can bring onto phase 2 and phase 3, and then hopefully in my own normal life after this is over.
Phase 1 is over. How crazy is that?
Great job.
Thanks.
4 weeks in a row. So we've never, ever had a trainer who went 4 weeks straight 20.
I was like, who's touching my butt?
26 workouts in a row, like
you're gonna make me
ever.
cry. Don't do that right now.
You're a third of the way through, and
And we're not crying.
it's a monumental thing, and the whole company and everybody. You're all doing just killer work. So we just wanted to show you our appreciation, and so you can all have a leaf. But we got together.
Thank you. They're beautiful. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Seriously. I'm so gross. So you get the big hug. No, seriously, thank you, everybody. Like, not only are you guys crushing it every single day, showing up and putting in your best, but so is everybody else. Like, we haven't missed a beat anywhere, and that's pretty awesome. So thank you, because I can't do it without everybody else. So
good job.
Thanks. 2 more phases to go. So, start of week 4, end of phase 1. We are rounding out the first phase of 80-day obsession. It's flying by, but we still have 2 more phases to go. So if you want to join us, head over to Beachbody On Demand, sign up today, and get started.